This quick guide video provides an overview of how to prepare the patient when measuring an ECoG using a TM-trode. In all evoked potentials, it is essential to prepare the patient and place the electrodes in the appropriate locations. However, in an ECoG measurement, the clinician also needs to choose which type of electrode they are going to place inside the ear canal. The choice of which electrode is chosen is largely dependent on what the clinician wants to see in the electrocochleogram. The three electrode options are tip-trodes, TM-trodes, and trans-tympanic electrodes. The TM-trode sits on the eardrum and therefore produces large and robust ECoG measurements. The electrode is typically used when the clinician wants to see the summating potential and compare this to the compound action potential, as needed in the assessment of endolymphatic eye drops. When testing with the TM-trode, it is recommended to use a horizontal montage, as this generally provides a larger amplitude and more defined summating potential component. The reference electrode, or the TM-trode, is placed on the eardrum of the test ear. The TM-trode green jumper cable is then placed in the connection for the active vertex electrode, together with a standard button electrode cable, which attaches to the surface electrode on the opposite mastoid, or the non-test ear. The ground electrode can be placed on the forehead. The reference and active electrodes are swapped to the opposite ears to test the other side. The TM-trode should be soaked in a bath comprising of a mixture of saline and conductive gel for at least 10 minutes before placing it inside the patient's ear. This will improve the electrode impedance. As the TM-trode sits on the eardrum, you cannot clean the electrode site directly. Instead, saline should be placed inside the ear canal to reduce the impedance. Typically, clinicians place 2 cubic centimeters of saline solution into the ear. After 10 minutes, drain the ear of the saline. The TM-trode is then slid into the ear until it reaches the tympanic membrane. It is possible to tell when a good contact between the electrode and the TM has occurred, as the ongoing EEG activity should dramatically reduce. Electrode placement can also be confirmed by visually inspecting the ear with an otoscope. Medical tape can then be used to hold the TM-trode in place by securing the TM-trode tubing on the earlobe. On some occasions, it's difficult to reduce the impedance of the TM-trode to less than 25 kiloohms, but as long as the EEG activity is low, testing can continue. Lastly, place the insert earphone foam tip in the ear canal so it sits alongside that of the TM-trode, and ask the patient to relax. Sometimes you'll need to cut the foam tip down so it can fit inside the ear canal. You are then ready to begin testing. This concludes this quick guide video on how to prepare a patient for ECoG testing using a TM-trode.